say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
To celebrate our nation, that was Skylar Cole with tonight's national anthem performance. It's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this Tuesday afternoon. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Portland Trail Blazers. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We got DeAndre Ayton and Fernie Simons out there with Shaedon Sharpe. Then it's Denny Avdia and it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. And for Boston, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's Ayton, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Jayson Tatum did not like that one.
Well, incredible finesse. DeAndre Ayton gets loose and does some work.
Celtics passing it around. Porzingis finds Tatum. Here's the drive. Avdia with the rebound. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pass to Sharpe. Now here's Avdia. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Tatum. Avdia with a defensive effort. Here's Simons. And he makes good on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense. But you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
First one falls for him. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
All free throws good from Drew Holiday. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Hey guys, well this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And Ayton throws it down.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. Now, he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively, he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. Rebounded by Kamare. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Fires it up, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
Well, the up fake by DeAndre Ayton gets the defender committed. That is nicely done.
And that one misses.
Line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Grant's checked in. Here's Simons. He has 5. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Good on the shot. Simons has got 7 points.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's Grant. Jayson Tatum missing his last shot. Ayton. The rebound by Jayson Tatum. Left side, Porzingis. Outside, Tatum. With the drive, Portland grabs the miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw good, Simons. Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a number 1 option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all. Hello! I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Tatum, that's good.
And you see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved.
Pass to Sharp. Back to Simons. And he drops it in from the low post. 12 points for him.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Holiday, the pass to White. Back to Holiday. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Stolen by Holiday. Porzingis with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Porzingis. Tatum's got 6 points.
We know we're talking about a skilled scorer in these open floor situations. Jayson Tatum knows where to be.
Simons against Holiday. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's White. And the layup is good.
That is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
1:03 left to play here in the first. Here's Simons. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trail by 3. Porzingis kicks to Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Simons.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jayson Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you watch Jayson Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And so Tatum nails them both.
Jayson Tatum continues to emerge, guys, as one of the most elite players on both ends. We know on the offensive end he's a dangerous three-level scorer. He's also capable of locking you up defensively.
And so Horford will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. Tatum passes to Hauser. Left side, Horford. And it's blocked. Now Thibault. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Pritchard. And they pick up 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
What a performance for Jayson Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Back to the action in just a minute. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Jayson Tatum. And it's Hauser in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And here's Henderson. Scoreless thus far. Lays it up off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Tatum finds Craig. You know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Here's Thibault. Jayson Tatum picking up that last basket. Down low. Here's Henderson. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Got a piece of it. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. But in the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you.
Look at Henderson embracing opportunity. Nice to see a rookie not avoiding the mid-range.
Here's Hauser. Pass to Pritchard. Tatum kicks to Craig. 11 feet away. That one off the back iron and out. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Grant, that's good.
This guy is a high percentage shooter from this particular area. Because he can elevate off the floor, it's nice and efficient.
To end the run, Pritchard gets the bucket.
Man, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul. Zinkis is checked in for the Celtics. Holiday comes in for Torrey Craig. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Brown's checked in for the Celtics. Derek White comes in for Pritchard. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ayton, he's checked in for Klingon. Avdia comes in for Williams. Shaden Sharp's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Simons in for Delano Banton. Henderson outside. Pass to Ayton. Henderson outside. Ayton sets the pick for Henderson. Hits the three-point bomb. Henderson's got 11 points.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Tatum, that's for two, and it falls over the rim and in. 14 points for Jayson Tatum. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's Simons. He's got 12. Over in the corner, Avdia. Shot clock at 5. And he misses his first shot.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
And that one falls for Tatum. You know, Doris, from the moment Jayson Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jayson Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 1:54 left now here in the second. Pass to Simons. Right wing. Here's Kamara. 4 on the clock. Misses the 3. Brown with it, and Simons picks him up defensively. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. Pulls up. High post. Tatum's shot is off.
I don't know if he's trying to show off with the crowd or what. There's no reason for that kind of shot.
Pass to Ayton. Outside, Simon. And Sharp has it in the corner. On the wing. Porzingis with the rebound. The Celtics have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all total. It's good.
Well, this guy is used to scoring in tight situations with bodies around him. How about Jayson Tatum maintaining his concentration?
Simons up top. Headed by Porzingis. Ayton sets the pick for Avdia. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Tatum. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Simon. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And it's White missing. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Number 40, Luke Cornett.
Puts up a deep three. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers lead by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And you know, guys, Jayson Tatum has really been making it happen.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Boston trailing, and the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. And Bernie Simons out there with Shaden Sharp. Then there's Aiton. Then it's Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And we talk about Derek White. Doris, how impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
That one is no good.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Here's Kamare. No good on the 3. Boston shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Tatum passes to White.
Kamare, second personal foul, second team foul.
So it's Boston now. Here's Brown. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Brown's got his second basket of the night. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get them off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on White.
And how about that move by Sharp against the defense, getting them to put contact on him so he can draw the foul.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. White the pass to Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porzingis has got the lead up to 3 now for Boston.
I'll tell you, at 7'3", to have that kind of body control, Kristaps Porzingis makes it look easy.
And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
Jayson Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
Outside, Avdia. Back to Simons. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. Simons has got 18 points in the game.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Tatum gets it to go inside.
Well, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jayson Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
Outside, Simon. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
White, good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Now, here's Simons. 18 points for him. Launches it. Again, Simons missing. Celtics leading by 4. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we're seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Tatum down low. Defended by Avdia. From downtown. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by White. Tatum's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Jayson Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
Simons from outside. And it's White with the rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And Holiday kicks to White. Tatum, that's for 2. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Avdia. Pass to Sharp. And Derek White picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Teams changing it up here. 1:43 left to play in the third. To the paint. Here's Klingon. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Klingon's got his first points of the game. Celtics leading by 3. Brown dishes to Horford. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Hauser. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Bibles got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Henderson. Buries it down low. Henderson's got 13.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Horford gets the bucket.
Boy, that little bit of contact will not be enough to impede Al Horford, just powering his way through.
Henderson looking it over. For the tie. Knocks down the 3-ball. Henderson's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Horford the pass to Bryant. Some solid defense from Grant. And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. 24 seconds left in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Horford the pass to Pritchard. Over Henderson. A shot by Pritchard, no good. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Torrey Craig is out there with Horford. Then there's Jayson Tatum. And it's Pritchard in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Henderson. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And Tatum takes the hit and still converts.
This guy is such a gifted offensive player. Jayson Tatum, tough to handle off the dribble drive.
Here's Rupert. Another shot. Rebound, Boston. In the corner, Tatum with it. Shoots over Grant. Rebound by Williams. Portland leading. Henderson outside. Pass to Grant. Here's Rupert. Henderson outside. Williams sends a screen for Henderson. Off target with his 3. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
And here's Tatum for 3. Henderson pulls it in. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Pass to Horford. The kick out to Tatum to tie it up. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 30 points for Jayson Tatum.
Jayson Tatum's jumper is just so pure. This guy is on point with the midi right now.
Henderson outside. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Out to the wing. Hauser the pass to Tatum. Shoots over Henderson. Tatum's shot is off. The Trailblazers shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Pass to Klingon. Over Horford. A nice shot by Klingon. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. They'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's White. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists now in the game.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Holiday. And White kicks to Tatum to take the lead. They grab their own miss. White, good.
This is what we talk about with Derek White, doing a little bit of everything. Offensive rebound, putback, you bet.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Ayton is screen on White. White against Sharp. Pass to Kamare. Here's Ayton, headed by Porzingis. Nice D from Porzingis. Inside, here's White. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And there's Simons on the assist by Avdia. Simons has got it all tied up now for Portland. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. White finds Porzingis. This ball moved by Boston. Here's Tatum. Through contact. Tatum.
The very definition of their go-to player. Mr. Tatum, ball in your hands. Yes, sir.
Pass to Sharp. That's a 2 from Simons. Rebound Boston. 1:24 left to play here in the fourth. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 34 points for Jayson Tatum.
Unshakable trust in Jayson Tatum in this sort of situation. Their staff just puts the ball in his hands and lets him make plays.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Avdia, the pass to Simons. Again, Simons missing.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Portland has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Sharp, the pass to Simons. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. White, wide open, he fires. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. White's got the lead up to 6 now for Boston. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They trail by 6.
And this young guy is already imposing his will on the game. Sharp, someone you can count on in the moment.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away.
Here they come. It's Celtics Entertainment.
Here's Simons driving in.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Second team foul. Shooting for Portland, Anthony Simons taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that brings them within 5. Good on both. Holiday with it, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Simon, 3rd personal foul, 3rd team foul. At the line for 2, Drew Holiday.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Fires the 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
At the line for your Celtics, Jaylen Brown. At the line for 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one. The shot by Sharp, nobody around. It falls! And now they trail by just 4. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
He had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Jayson Tatum at the line for 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Kamara. His three-pointers off the mark. So we see Boston get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Jason. Congrats on the win. It was a slow start on offense, so what got you guys going in the second half?
Coach told us we didn't deserve to make any shots. We were too tense. We weren't having any fun. We started having a lot more fun second half. Guys were smiling and cheering, and we had some shots.
Well, it's good to know that if you smile, you make shots. I'll keep that in mind. Congrats, man. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Jayson Tatum.